The SANDF has allayed fears of more fatalities among its troops, and 4 of the 5 men accused of beating a rugby fan to death are today expected to appear in the Durban Magistrates Court. Ambusisiwa Khatebe with the latest news updates. The SA National Defence Force has allayed fears of more fatalities among its troops. The SANDF says it is ready for its peacekeeping mission in the east of the Democratic Republic of Congo, where the Kinshasa government has been fighting the M23 rebel group. The Defence Force has confirmed that it will send more troops to the DRC as part of a United Nations intervention force, which was agreed on last week. South Africa is recalling its troops from the Central African Republic after 13 soldiers were killed during a fight with the Seleka rebels. SANDF spokesperson Olani Mabanga says they will not be deterred by what happened in the Central African Republic or by threats from M23.
If we recall, what is in Central African Republic cannot be compared to what is in the Democratic Republic of Congo, more especially in the eastern part. We know what is involved, what is entailed, or what has been the conflict and the conflicting parties in that part. Whilst you cannot say the same with the situation of the circumstances in the Central African Republic as it turned out to be.
COSATU General Secretary Zwelinzima Vavi says the labor movement will campaign for the ANC in the 2014 election, despite being unhappy with some of the issues in the ruling party. Vavi was addressing the Federation's KwaZulu-Natal Shop Stewards Council in Durban. COSATU has been critical of the ruling party on issues such as corruption, poor governance and economic policies. Vavi says they will continue to raise these issues internally. But he says members of the tripartite alliance must work for unity in the run-up to the elections. Vavi says they want the ANC to return to power.
We don't have unconditional love to anybody. Everybody we support for political reasons. You must deliver the better life for all. We are your supporters.
For more on the COSATU's Shop Stewards Council, press option 7. A Sangoma who was meant to testify before the Marikana Commission of Inquiry has been killed as a result of taxi wars. A media report says Alton Zabe Georgia's killing was not related to the Marikana massacre or inquiry. Eastern Cape Uncedo Service Taxi Association President Ntsikelelo Haihle said at Georgia's funeral at Ludeke Halt in Bizana, Georgia had been killed by someone in the taxi industry. Georgia apparently called Haihle a week before his murder, telling him that money was being raised to have him assassinated by people in the taxi industry. The Marikana Commission heard last month that Georgia was believed to have performed rituals on protesting Lonmin mine workers before the shooting on August 16, during which 34 of them were killed. And lastly, 4 of the 5 men accused of beating a rugby fan to death are today expected to appear in the Durban Magistrates Court for a formal bail application. At their last court appearance, 1 of the 5 were released on 2,000 rand bail. Durban Magistrate Vanitha Armu ordered that the names and pictures of the 5 men not be published. She ordered that all 5 report for an identity parade this morning before appearing in court again in the afternoon. All 5 face charges of criminal injury and assault with the intention to commit grievous bodily harm. The 5 are accused of beating Brett Williams to death at a Super 15 match in Durban last month. Catch the latest news on the hour on SABC radio stations and on NewsBreak option 1.